JC to I want to be on the worship team. Okay, so what do I need to be on the worship team? A heart to worship. Everything else is just an add-on. Today, we're going to teach you all the add-ons. Alright, keyboard me. Okay, wow, a keyboard. Isn't this amazing? Okay, so number one thing we're going to teach in this today that, repeat. The number one thing we're going to teach today is the number system. And so, we are going to show you this keyboard from up above.
Pretend you're talking to me.
Okay, so, on the worship team, we have one common language, and that is the number system. So pretty much, there are numbers from 1 to 7. So, on the keyboard, you can see I've just labeled them here. Alright, we're in the key of C, because that's the easiest to learn. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, pretty much, when we play, we'll say a certain chord, and we'll play that note. So if it's 1, we'll play 1. If it's 4, we'll play 4, and so on. So, in the number system, we have numbers ranging from 1 to 7. And so, on the team, we'll be saying certain numbers, or each song will have a certain number order or number pattern, and we'll play those ones. So if it's 1, 4, 5, 6, you'll play 1, 4, 5, and 6. Now, for each instrument, it's different on how you play it, but essentially at its core, it's the same. We are in the key of C major, and pretty much most worship songs are all in major keys, so you don't have to worry too much about minor stuff. If it does, you'll be good enough by then that you'll understand minor stuff. So let's just focus on major scales. So we're going to start with the C major scale. So that's C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And so with these, that's your entire major scale. You don't need to play any of the black notes, and that means all of these keys are in, all the white keys are in the C major scale. For the number system, each chord, there will be major and minor chords. So the 1 is always major, the 2 is minor, the 3 is minor, the 4 is major, the 5 is major, 6 is minor, and 7 is diminished. We don't normally play the 7th chord in worship, so you don't have to worry about that. You just have to worry about 1 to 6. Alright, so why do we use it? Sometimes people have to change the keys really quickly, and for us as musicians, we need to be able to change with that a lot faster and not trying to think too much about how do we change it. So that's why we have the number system. So you can change the key from C to E just by knowing what the numbers are and what chords come in place. So if you know the scale of E, you can then shift everything up to E, with E being your 1 instead of C being your 1. And so it comes a lot more naturally as you practice. So if you don't understand everything right now, that's totally fine. As you begin to practice more and play with people, it'll come a lot more naturally. So, alright, we back. So we're going to play these just notes, which is going to be 4, 5, 6, and 1. And then what we're going to do, we're going to change the key to E, and we'll play the same thing. So you sort of have an idea of how the number system works. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, great, let's change it up. You're probably asking, I don't even understand any of this, and that's absolutely fine. So when we change keys, pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to move these stickers to a different position. So if we wanted to change the key, we pretty much move all these numbers into their right position. Ta-da! So pretty much now what our 1 was before, which was C, is now E. So we can now play the key of E. Ta-da!
Go back.
As we did before, we're going to change it up and play the same chord progression. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 1. Right? So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's pretty much the same thing that we did, except in a different key. In this series, I want to be on the worship team. We're going to be going through different instruments, so depending on which instrument you want to play, we'll have separate tutorials on how to use that number system on each instrument. So get ready, get excited, and we'll make you some content. Cha-ching!